So Jack, you wanted to, you had like a conspiracy segment.
Oh yeah, here's a new segment. I'm very excited about this. I got the whole.
You got the whole shebang.
The whole document up ready. I was gonna do it with you and Mikey, but just you. This will be fine.
That's okay. Yeah. Well, anyway, before we get to it, we have another like intro for that.
Yeah, intro for this one.
Gotta take a listen to that.
We were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
It's time to play the Conspira3 Game.
I love conspiracy theories.
Here on the Josiah Show.
From outer space, from another planet.
Yep.
Oh
that intro
dude.
goes very hard, you know.
The Conspira3 Game. That's what I'm calling it. Work in progress on the name, but
we can keep the name. It's all right.
Basically, the whole gist of it is I got 3 conspiracy theories here for you, Josiah. Okay, and basically one of them is just a normal conspiracy theory. You know,
like it's real.
No, normal, just a normal conspiracy theory. It's not confirmed. These are just, you know,
or like it's like
theories.
Like an actual theory.
Right, yeah. One of them is a conspiracy theory that was a conspiracy theory at one point that got confirmed. And then one of them I just pulled out of my ass. I just made it up completely. And your job is to try and figure out which one is which out of the 3 here.
All right, yeah, I can do that.
Let me pull them up here for you. And I tried to because... oh man, where is it? I tried to make it not so obvious, since there were some that I know you. One of them actually we were listening to last week, so you would have known instantly which one was which. But
right.
These ones I feel like they're pretty complex. I think I'll be impressed if you can guess exactly which one's which. So
well, I'll do my best.
You understand all 3.
Right.
One of them's totally normal conspiracy. One of them was real. One of them's just I made up.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Number 1.
All right, here we go.
CIA astral projection on Mars.
Like the CIA can astral project onto Mars?
So basically, this conspiracy theory posits that in the 1980s, the CIA attempted to reach Mars like we did the moon, but not physically. Psychically.
Right.
Okay. It says that this effort was done as part of a project called Project Stargate, in which the CIA wanted to sort of reach different areas with psychic abilities for whatever reasons, right?
Right.
And the craziest part about this one, dude, is apparently, as the theory goes, it worked. And the CIA reported that their astral projector, I don't know if there's a proper name for that, was able to go onto Mars.
Right.
And was able to view pyramid forms, mountains that appear and disappear, and very tall and thin beings that wear strange clothes.
Huh.
So,
right.
Doug.
So Doug, yeah. Doug was the first man on Mars then.
So, yeah, those are direct quotes from this supposed report that came out, right?
Right.
Or, no, the report didn't come out. It was this is just what they feel like they got from the Project Stargate. Sort of what they got out of it.
Right.
The remote viewer's description of Mars included massive pyramid structures, right, in more detail there. Martian beings, the tall, thin Douglas Bonos. And then it also posited that they communicated with the astral projector and said that an environmental catastrophe on Mars was imminent and that they are underneath the surface to protect themselves. Right, so that's an overview of the first one, right? That's the astral projection on Mars, right?
Well, I'll tell you what.
Any thoughts?
Yeah, I'll say because I think I won't like give my official guess until the end, but I'll tell you what I'm like leaning towards.
Yeah.
So I think I don't think this is the real one, like the confirmed to be real one, because I feel like I would have heard about that. But I think it could be real. I mean, in terms of like a real conspiracy theory, because even though I don't think it did really happen, that sounds like something the CIA would do, you know?
Yeah, there's some crazy stuff going on back then.
Yeah. And then also, there's some logic to the idea of the Martians living like underneath the world because of an environmental catastrophe. Because that was in Mars Needs Mom, so.
Oh, really? Is that a
there's-
movie?
There is science backed up by that. Yeah.
Okay,
Like,
so it's proven.
Yeah, so it
Okay,
basically
okay.
happened. But so I'm leaning towards that's like a real theory, but it's not confirmed. But I'll have to say when we hear the other one. That's kind of where I'm leaning right
Okay,
now.
okay,
Yeah.
good thoughts so far.
Yeah.
All right, next one. This one's good. This one deals with Ronald Reagan,
Oh, yep.
your favorite.
My favorite president.
Yeah, I mean you
Bedtime for
you
Bonzo.
heard him. He was in the intro here, in the
Yeah.
new intro. Yeah,
He did the
Bedtime
intro.
for
That was nice.
Bonzo.
I mean, he has to be second to Donald Trump now, considering what he just did for the show. But yeah.
Absolutely. All right. The second theory here posits that in the 1980s, the FBI, under secret orders from President Ronald Reagan, initiated a program known as Project Rewind, which was a covert operation to manipulate time-sensitive media, like TV shows, broadcasts, and recording,
Yeah.
to subtly influence the public's perception of reality and help shape American culture. So according to this conspiracy, people say that Reagan was deeply troubled by the rapid cultural shifts of the 1960s and 70s, and he feared that rebellious ideas might undo traditional American values.
Right.
So basically, him and the FBI went on this mission to influence American media, and they did this through a variety of ways. One was live TV delays. So people say that this department, this project, would take broadcasts, and they would figure out how to delay them so that they could live edit them and sort of change things about it, whether to show it or not, and even with music too. And then also it posits that there are secret reservations of recordings during this era that prove that this was a full thing, that Ronald Reagan worked with the FBI on this to influence American culture. Kind of, because during this era they were worried about like communism and drugs and stuff, right? And so that's essentially, that's an overview of it. There's more details, but how about that one? What do you think about that one, Josiah?
Well, I think it's more like plausible than the last one because that involves like going to Mars and stuff. So I think it's more likely to be that one's confirmed real than the Mars one. But at the same time, I don't know, because I feel like, because what you're saying is, they would live edit like TV broadcasts. That would be like extremely hard to do. So that's kind of what I'm thinking of. Maybe that one's not real. But I feel like it makes more sense. But at the same time, I don't think it's fake, honestly. I don't like that makes sense to me. I feel like that's because that was something Reagan, felt about like societal changes in the 60s and 70s. So I could see him doing that.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm going to lean towards that one's the real one.
Okay.
Yeah. Honestly.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll get your final answers at the end.
Yeah.
All right. This is the last one. This one's crazy. This is the Zug Island conspiracy. Have you heard of this one?
No.
It's I didn't either. Basically, the Zug Island conspiracy is about an island in the Detroit River. Okay. It's about 200 acres. It's mostly industrial, but it's right in the middle of the Detroit River. And rumors and theories surrounding the island delve far beyond its industrial use, Josiah, suggesting that there may be covert governmental or extraterrestrial activities going on there. Okay.
Right.
And basically, they believe this for a variety of reasons. One is the restricted access, right? This thing is locked down. Zug Island is heavily restricted with limited access to the public. The island is surrounded by fences, security patrols, and various industrial operatives that make it difficult for outsiders to gather information about what happens there. All right? So it's like this thing is locked down. And so the conspiracy theorists believe that the secrecy is due to sensitive government activities and other nefarious actions going on there.
Yeah.
Another sort of angle to this that people go on, because like you got the obvious, it's like aliens. They also link it to the Project Stargate, like I mentioned earlier, the CIA, the alien kind of astral projection, psychic mind control kind of thing, right? That's obvious. But what this is the interesting part that I got, is that they say that the industrial activities on Zug Island, particularly the steel mill and nearby power plant, have led to significant environmental concerns over the past year, and they link it to the downfall of Detroit in the 20th century. So they're blaming Detroit's current sort of shortcomings in the 20th century on this one island, Zug Island, due to whatever's going on there underneath the curtains, right? Yeah, that's basically the whole overview of that one.
I know
Zug Island?
I know this means basically like each one I said the first time is what I'm sticking with. I think that's the fake one, honestly. I don't think
Really? You don't believe in Zug Island?
I don't believe there's a serious place called Zug Island. But also, here's the thing. You kind of, not to like criticize your strategy here, but I'm just saying you kind of tripped up here at one point.
Oh yeah,
because if it's linked to the Stargate one, then that means that one, because that one has to be one of the real ones then, because
does it? Or maybe I did that on purpose.
it could. Well, maybe you did. Maybe
because I mean the
Stargate. But then you're just a liar then.
Well, yeah, that's the point of the game. One of these is a blatant.
I know, but
lie.
Here's
bro.
the thing. Okay, if the Stargate one is real, then that means either the Reagan one or the Zug Island one is fake. Yeah. But if the Stargate one is fake, then that means that Zug Island is. Like, I kind of forgot the point I was making here, but the point. Okay, the point is that this one.
It's a complex game. It really is.
The point is. No, I think. Yeah, I mean,
one of them's just a normal conspiracy theory. One of them was a conspiracy theory that turned out to be true, and one of them I totally fabricated.
I'll tell you what. I am probably wrong on all of these because
we don't know that.
But I'll tell you what. I honestly do think. I honestly think my first guesses were right for all of them. I honestly do think that the Stargate one is an actual conspiracy theory. That the Reagan one is like confirmed, and that this one, the Zug Island one, is fake. That's honestly
all right. Those are your final answers.
Those are my final. Before you reveal it, hold on. I feel like I should probably like set the mood here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should get like a drum roll ready here before you give the answer. So those are my final answers. And Jack, if you don't mind, you could say.
Yep. I'll tell you your results here. All right, Josiah, you were completely wrong on all your answers.
Damn it.
You got it completely mixed up, bro.
What?
I tripped you up, man. I win this round.
Yeah, you win. Yeah, you win this round.
I'll have more, man.
We're playing in the game.
I made the intro because I want this to be recurring.
Well, what were the actual?
So yeah, this is the juice of the segment. Is I'll tell you.
How can a place called Zug Island actually exist?
Zug Island is a real place, and it's an actual conspiracy theory. And it's just not confirmed that nefarious stuff's going on there. That's just a normal conspiracy theory. Nothing confirmed. People think there's aliens, and it led to the downfall of Detroit, which is kind of crazy.
How could aliens lead that to happen?
I feel like you're taking such a complex issue, and then you're like, well, just blame it on Zug Island.
Yeah, like 9/11. People say like aliens did that.
Yeah. So that's just a conspiracy theory, right? The Reagan one, I completely made up.
You made that one up?
Yeah, it's completely fake.
Well, I mean, I fell for that. That wasn't the most plausible to me.
It made sense because I knew Reagan. He was all about like the culture. Because he said like that one line, well, you got to make Americans go after the... What was that family show that was really popular during the time? And he was like... We got to make them look more like that family and less like the Simpsons.
That was Bush.
Oh, that was Bush, right?
Yeah, Bush.
Right.
It was this show called like The Waltons or something. About, like a family in the Great Depression.
Totally right. I messed that up. That's crazy that I messed that up, but I still got you.
I mean, you can assume Reagan probably felt the same way. So,
well, yeah, and there's also like his war on drugs, and he was like the threat to American culture.
I mean, Reagan got elected governor based on like being the whole like those damn crazy hippies, you know.
Yeah, and
so.
the commies and
Yeah.
all that. So I
Yeah.
kind of built off that. I completely fabricated that. Project Rewind is completely fake.
I mean, that sounds like a real name.
And
you
I
know?
think I tripped up,
Mm-hmm.
and you noticed it, but you still lost it. I tripped up when I made the detail that they were live editing. Live editing with what? People would notice if you completely like change a segment. How would you do that, right? You made that point. You said, "How could you live edit?"
Well, I thought you meant like the 7-second delay with it, like bleep out stuff.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
well, I knew you could because I knew you couldn't.
that'd be so weird. People would be
'Cause I
like,
knew
"What's
you-
going on?"
Well, I just took it as like they attempted to do it. I didn't think they would actually do it. Cause,
That just wouldn't work.
yeah, because you can't like edit live video.
Yeah. So I think that was the biggest hole there
Yeah.
that I revealed. But you caught it, but you still
Yeah.
didn't. you
Well,
still
because
didn't.
the other ones were freaking aliens destroying Detroit and like
Dude,
apparently.
you got to realize, what does this mean? Astral projection on Mars, that is confirmed. The CIA
actually did that.
Actually, Project Stargate was real. This was in the Freedom of Information Act in like 2000 or something, 2008 or something. And it was confirmed that the CIA had a project called Project Stargate, right? Where they experimented with all sorts of astral projection. They tried to spy on the Soviets using, you know what astral projection is, right?
Yeah.
They tried to spy on the Soviets using that stuff, and at one point they had a full dossier of this attempt. It was called, what was the name? It had a stupid name, but it was, they essentially got an agent to try and astral project onto Mars, and apparently it worked, and they gathered information of pyramid structures, long-length beings.
That dude was like tripping on something. I mean, I guess it makes sense because they can just because they say they did it doesn't mean like they actually went to Mars. But
that was a good one, I think, to pick because it's so out there.
Yeah.
But it is confirmed to actually happen, to actually have happened. So,
well,
yeah. And one thing I missed out on that I didn't read deep enough into it is that they asked him to astral project 1 million years in the past when Mars was like livable. And he said that he found that. I get that's actually a big part of it. I should have mentioned
so
that.
I guess time travel's real too now.
Yeah, I guess an astral projection.
Yeah.
And so the incoming doom, the incoming like we're gonna hide underground. That's why. It's because he like made contact with this civilization, or she, the astral projector.
Yeah.
That was good, man. I got you 1-0.
Yeah. Well,
Next time you got to try and beat me.
I chose the Zug Island or whatever.
Zug Island.
Zug
That's a real
Island.
place.
That's like.
That's a real
I thought it
place.
was fake just because like who the hell would believe that, you know? The aliens like ruined Detroit. It's like,
I think they were more. It was more about the environmental. They said that they were like polluting the Detroit River, which was.
oh yeah, the aliens are dumping their beer cans and pissing in the Detroit River. You know, it's ruined the whole
Dude,
place.
I got you good. I got you. Zug Island does sound fake, but it's real. It's
Yeah,
a real
Zug
place.
Island sounds like Zug is like an onomatopoeia or something. It sounds like, and they said island. I mean, I thought maybe it was a real place,
Yeah.
but like all this stuff that you said happened there, you made up. But no, okay, well,
Yeah, I wonder if that would have stumped Mikey.
well, shout out to Zug Island, I guess.
Yeah,
'cause
shout out to
apparently it's a real place. I mean, I guess someone should just go over there and just see.
Well,
what's
they
cooking,
can't.
you know?
It is actually locked down. Like you cannot.
Oh, it is locked down?
It's like an industrial plant.
Oh, so I guess going there and just seeing what's happening. How about we storm Zug Island? They
It's like
can't
Area
stop all of us.
51.
Yeah.
Swim to Zug
Yeah.
Island.
You know, I can't believe that Area 51 thing didn't work. I'm still on that. You know?
Yeah.
I can't believe it. Well, shout out. Good job, Zach. Jack. I almost called you Zach. Right? Good job, Zach.
You think about Zug Island, so Zach.
Good job, Zach, on the Conspira3 segment.
Yeah, Conspira3. Dude, I got you. 1-0. 1-0.
Yeah.
We'll keep score.
Damn it. All right, enough.
Enough.
And so, anyway, but that was we'll do that again sometime. Hopefully when Mikey's here this time, because we'll see what he thinks. You know.
Yeah. I wonder if Mikey would have helped you there.
I think I would have just done whatever he said because I was not that. Frankly, the only one I was confident in was the Zug Island one. So that's but I guess I don't know because my point I was trying to make was that when I said I forgot what point I was trying to. The point I was trying to make was that if Zug Island, I mean if the Zug Island and if the Stargate one's real, then Zug Island is probably fake because I felt like the Reagan one was probably real.
Yeah.
And so if it was fake, then that just meant you were a liar. But then it's like, well, but then there was the possibility of that those two were the real ones and the Reagan one was fake. So whatever. Well,
it's just a hard thing to logic through. This game.
Yeah, you have to have a higher IQ to do it. I don't, Well, good job on the game though. We'll play it again sometime.
Yeah, I love